Hello, Stampin' friends. This is Monica Gioberti with Stampin' with Monica. And welcome to my Facebook Live. I hope everybody's doing okay. When you're popping on, let me know. Say hi so I know who's watching. And tonight we're going to do part 2 of the A Child is Born class / craft along, and I'm gonna give a few seconds to get everybody's feed populated, and then we're gonna start. I don't know why I have this view. If you know why this is happening, please let me know. It looks like I'm looking down from the moon, and my phone is very close to me. And so I don't know why I have this view. But anyways, so then you can see the mess that I have around me. Usually I have, my phone concentrated on this, but I cannot zoom in because of this phone or whatever. Hello, Sharon. Welcome. Okay, don't mind my hands. I was doing an experiment here, and as you can see, just before going live, and so now my hands are clean, but hey, look at this. They're clean, but inky, right? Okay, so what I said is that we are working with the A Child is Born stamp set. This is a photopolymer stamp set that here is reproduced at 90%, so you can see how big actually the stamps are. Yesterday I came on and showed you 3 cards. Tonight I'm going to do 2 cards for you, and that will be the end of the class. So that will be a total of 5 cards, and I hope you liked the one that I showed you last night. So let me just do a recap. So this was our first one that we did. Okay. So this is a Stamp-A-Stack. This is my Christmas card Stamp-A-Stack, and this is number 3. So we did that. So you get to make 2. Then I think we did this right here. Okay, lots of blings. And then this is the other one that we did right there. Okay, so far 3 samples, 3 different cards. And tonight I'm going to show you 2 fun fold. Okay, now if you're obviously, this is free to watch. I hope you enjoy watching, get inspiration. If this stamp set was not on your radar, maybe the cards that we're showing you are making you wanting this stamp set, or if you have it and haven't used it, this is the time. This is time for you to go get it. No problem, Sharon. You can always watch the replay if you want to. So there you go. Now, if you're interested in receiving the packet for the class, this is what it's going to look like. You have half a pack of the designer series paper, a quarter of a pack of the bling, of the glimmer paper, a whole roll of ribbon, and a full pack of the embellishments. And these are all the cards with their envelopes. Inside you have everything pre-cut, whatever is needed to be pre-cut, and the only thing that you will have to do is cut your own designer series paper and pieces of the glimmer paper. Okay, so that is that. And how you can get this is by registering for the class. Is $45 porch pickup, or $54 if I need to mail it. As you can see, I mail in here, so you get the 12 by 12 paper, because you might just use some of it. If I cut it in half, sometimes it's just I like it to have a full sheet. That's why I'm sending out the full sheets for you to cut whatever you want. And maybe you don't like the patterns that we combine, and then you want to use it differently, so that's why you're going to cut your own. Okay, so the registration would be the registration link would be at the top of this video at the end. So you have until Sunday to register, and then I'll package it up, place the order, obviously, and then have the stuff come to me and shipped to you, or you can come and pick it up. You will also have a full detailed PDF tutorial with that, and the videos from tonight and last night will be kind of your video tutorial for you to watch. And I usually do a recap email where I put the videos in there, so you can always go on my YouTube channel. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I suggest you do, because that's where I store all my videos, since Facebook is canceling or deleting, not canceling, deleting videos after 30 days. Okay, so tonight we're going to make 2 cards. Let's start with the first one, and these are the supplies. So for this one, you will have to do some cutting with your trimmer. Okay, so pay attention of what I'm showing you, because let me grab first my paper cutter, because it will be easier to watch than, you know, the detailed directions are there, but sometimes watching it easier. Okay, so these are the parts of the card that we're making. This is a fun fold. So we have a card base in cloud cover, another panel in cloud cover. Then you will get these pieces here. Okay, these are the pieces that you will get from me. Vellum, we have vellum. Vellum is coming back. If you know, we didn't have it for a while, but now vellum is back, and it's part of the online exclusives that will be available to customers starting November 4th, I think it is. And because I am a happy discount shopper or demonstrator, part of the Stampin' Up family, I was able to pre-order it, and so I have a whole pack of this, and it's so thick. I love it. I love it. I love vellum. Love it. So that gives me also the opportunity to remind you guys that this beautiful offer, this treat of an offer, is going to end on October 31st, on Halloween night. And I suggest, if you're in the, you know, like, okay, maybe I could not. If you're not, well, don't wait until the last minute, because there might be some computer glitches, because everybody's going to rush at the last minute. So if you're thinking about it, taking advantage of this beautiful offer, I'll suggest you do it right away. And so we have 2 offers. One, you pay $35 plus tax, and you select up to $125. And I kind of suggest this one. Or you pay $99 plus tax, and you select up to $189. Now, obviously, you do whatever you want. If you're wanting this deal, it's always a deal. It's always a deal, because in both of the opportunity or offers, you get pay $99 and you get $189, so it's $90 of free stuff that you get, plus free shipping, plus a box of a paper pumpkin kit. And so both of them are here. If you have a huge list, if you have big items that you want to get, like let's say you want the die cutting machine, and you want the big die set that I showed you, the banner dies, that those are $90. So then those are the ones that you might want to put in this kit right there. Or if you just say, okay, I'm going to pay $35, select up to $125, just buy one of the bundles, and then a few other things. And then as soon as I get my demonstrator ID, I place my own order, and I start saving 20%. So when I put in whatever I want, the difference, then I'm going to save 20% on it. So that is what I'm suggesting, recommending. But as I said, if you want to take advantage of any of these, it's good for you, mostly because you're going to start saving 20%, and then you're part of a beautiful community of crafters, friendship. You could create friendships. I always say that Stampin' Up, or the Stampin' Up family, is more than stamp, ink, and paper, because yes, you might get in for that because you love the product, but then you stay because of the people. And that's how I see it in my own world, because I met so many wonderful people that is not even funny. And it's a continuous new, the family gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Doesn't matter if it is part of my family or friends that I've met through them, because they're demonstrators and all kind of stuff. So don't forget this. Don't let it go by and then you say, oh boy, I should have. So just do it. Try it out. You don't have any commitment. You just have the opportunity to save and enjoy your crafting journey if you want to. Okay, don't forget, if you have questions, let me know. Okay, so after I did that, before I forgot, now these are all the pieces that you will need to cut of the designer series paper. See, this is the same pattern of the designer series paper, and we're using both of the sides. This will be already die cut for you, just because this is not part of anything. So I will die cut. These are die cut for you, and this is provided to you. Okay, so let's do the easy part first. Okay, so we're gonna kind of layer the designer series paper onto the pieces of the basic white. So let me grab my adhesive here. Hello, Edie. So nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. And here we go. We're going to, let me see here, my lighting. There we go. Maybe it's better. I can see better here. So I am going to put this one like that. Okay. Then on these pieces, you will have two different, these you have two that are skinnier than others. So those will be the one that you will put it here. So as a reminder, you will cut your own designer series paper. Okay, I'm just telling you what to do, like that. And we're gonna layer these, and then this part is done. Let me see here. I should have used the liquid glue because it's easier, but we're gonna go for it. There we go. So layer these. These will be put at the end. This is stamped and this will be stamping. So let's do that. Now, you have this piece that has a little, that has been scored for you. So remember to fold this and grab your boom folder and do it like that. Now you're gonna take your card base, you're gonna fold it, okay? Fold it. And with the fold on your right, okay, let me think. Where's my sample? Because, you know, I have a brain fog here with all the dust that I am. Okay, so basically we're going to work on this panel right here. What we're going to do, we're going to cut it, put it down in our cutter, and then put it to the 1.5, if you can see it here. And with the cutting blade, we're going to cut a slit, put it down there, and down like that. And then 1.5, let's see if I can do it. I can do it this way. And put it down in 1.5 like that. And from here, I'm gonna go and cut and go all the way to the score line. Okay, we're there. And then we're going to cut off this part. So we're gonna go from line to line, put this one in the guide, and let's see if I can do this without do damage. And cut it off. There, let's see if I did it. Yeah, okay. So this, you can set it aside. So this is what we have, like that. So basically, you cut an opening here. And now my blade needs a little bit of, I need to replace it. So I'm going to just do this to clean it out. I could use one of my, but I'm going to smooth it out. Okay, so we have that. You're going to take this panel right here, and we're going to glue it like in the middle. Okay, let me see. Did I do it correctly? Let me measure mine. Let me measure mine, because probably it's not 1.5, but it's more. Let me measure. Ooh, doggy. It's not 1.5. Yes, it's 1.5. So I guess my panel that I did, this should be 2.5. Is this 2.5? I'm gonna probably trim it a bit. Let me see. 2.5. Yeah, see, 2.5. I was right in there. I'm gonna just give it a trim. It was not exactly a 2.5. That's why. Okay, so we're gonna take this, and I am going to use liquid glue because it's giving me more leeway. Okay, let's see if it works. Liquid glue, and then so these are the panels, okay? But I'm gonna fold it because I need to see. Now this is gonna go flush, and these will have to stay within. Okay, let's see. I may need to trim these. Maybe this is just tight. I'm gonna see if that is 1.5, but let's do this way. Okay, so I'm opening this, I'm opening this, and I'm opening this. You see it? So this one will have to be flush, or like that. And then we're gonna go and fold and fold, okay? But I wanna see, I wanna measure something. This is 1.5, and this is 1.5. Okay, voila. Now let's work. Now you're wondering, why do I have vellum? This vellum paper is gonna go put here to keep these two together. So what I did for mine, okay, and it doesn't matter, I put liquid glue, and I'm gonna show you. Put liquid glue here, liquid glue there. Okay, and first I did just a little bit of a few dots, and then I said, no matter what, you can see it. So then I decided to do something different, adding stuff. So we have that, okay? Okie dokie. There. So now we're going to take these panels, and I'm going to use liquid glue just because. Okay, and I'm going to glue these panels on top of this one. Okay, one. Hopefully I'm doing it right. And 2. So this beautiful design is from my friend Judy. This could have been put a little bit better, but that's okay. Now on this panel, I'm gonna go and put this other one that I already created. Okay, and put it down like such. Okie dokie. So this opens like this and opens like this. But now I don't like to see that. And that's where these two extra pieces of designer series paper will get to do their job and hide everything in there. And it's glued right on the vellum. Okay. And voila. So nobody knows what's behind that. And here we go. So now this is how my card is. Okay, this is my card base. Now let's do some stamping on these pieces. Okay, so on this one we're going to take the Holy Family. Hello, Nancy. We're going to take the Holy Family here, and we're stamping in Secret C ink. Love the Secret C, one of the new ink colors. We're going to ink it well, because we don't know what part we're going to stamp. Okay, and then we are going to do it this way. Voila. Then let me clean this so then I'm not gonna mess anything. Okie dokie. Put it away. Then I'm taking this little strip and I'm grabbing the sentiment. Where's my stamp set? This says, "For unto us a child is born." And let me find it first. Ooh, where is it? Where is it? Here. No. There you go. And I'm going to grab Secret C. Hello, Denise. Welcome, everybody. So we're going to stamp this one like such. Okay. And I'm going to create the front. So now I'm going to take the Holy Family here and I'm going to layer it on here. And I personally like to use dimensionals. Let me see here. Let me finish all my pieces. You could use liquid glue if you want to. But I like to use my dimensional. And I'm going to put quite a bit because there's glimmer. It's not glitter, it's glimmer. So it's not going to be messy. And okay. Voila. This has been cut with the, oh boy, the name of the dies are the Spotlight on Nature dies. These are a 2 set of dies. These are the bomb. If you don't have him, I suggest you get him. And we're going to just glue it down like such. Then we are going to put it in the middle right there using more dimensionals. And I'm going to put, just because I can, there. And I'm going to grab a brand new sheet of dimensionals. Tomorrow, is that tomorrow? Yes. I will start disassembling my craft room because I need to move it to a different room for the people to come and do the floors. That will be done part on Friday and part on Monday. So this coming weekend is going to be kind of a doggy, a messy one and a busy one. Then I have to put this one all back together. That should be fun. Really fun. Okay, so this gets centered. like that. We're gonna grab our ribbon, do a bow. Okay. Like such. Now cut it. I'm just gonna cut it this way for the time being. Let's see, is this okay? We're gonna put it there. Don't make it too big, Monica. There, grab my mini glue dots. There, and put it on top, making it look like it is a ornament. Okay, let's finish the front and then work on the outside, and work on the the inside. So let me measure it. This needs a tiny bit of a trimming, and I'm gonna trim it. You will have it a little bit longer, just in case you might want to use a different sentiment. But we need to trim it down to 1 3/4. There. And now I'm gonna grab, no, this is too thin. We're grabbing 1 and 2 dimensionals, and we are putting this one on like such. Okay, now let's put a few embellishments. One will be here, one will be here, and one there, just to do the 3. Okay, you know that we're gonna grab our shaky stars. Look how many you get in a package. And then I'm gonna grab my U-Pick tool that I changed the putty tip because it was dead. And I'm gonna grab one. Let's see. Let me pinch a few and put them in there. Easier this way. So you are going here. You are going there. And let's grab this little one and put it there. Okay? Okay, so this is the front. You open it. Oh boy, what did I do? Oh yeah, be careful. Don't put your glue dot that goes inside. There, you're gonna open. Now let's go work on the inside. For the inside, we're gonna stamp a few things. We're gonna grab cloud cover. Where's my little inky? There. We're gonna get the manger. I'm gonna get ink in it. See, because we don't have the large ink pad, I just use the ink spot and apply ink to it. And so I have my mini cloud cover. There we go. And then we're going to use cloud cover again. And let me remember what I did. I'm going to use the large stars. Ink it again. And we're going to go up here. Voila. Okay. Then I'm grabbing the sentiment that says, all is calm, all is bright, but I'm using Secrecy. And I'm trying to stamp it right above my manger. Like that. Okay. And hopefully I did it correctly, because now this is what we need to do. We need to open it, put it down, put it inside, and there you go. So you don't kind of barely see, it should be stamped that you barely see the sentiment, okay? And then you can write whatever you want here, okay? But when you're stamping it, I would place your white here. Just make sure that is stays within this strip right there, okay? In my case, I went too high, okay? But you can barely see it. Okie dokie. And now we're going to, then I'm going to show you my original so you see what I mean by it. Okay. And there you go. So now you can, yeah, you can barely see it there. So this is finished, and the original, where's my original? Right here. So when you open it, you don't see it, okay? So I stayed a little bit lower. But there you go. So you have these two cards. Isn't this the cute fun fold? I think it's great. So there you go. And then let's move on to the last card. For this one, we will do a little bit of a coloring. Okay, let's move my name there. And let's grab the supplies. And this is already kind of gives you the idea on what we're doing. Okay, so we're doing a fun fold. So this is your 4¼ by 11. It's scored the same way, and you're gonna fold mountain and valley on itself, and you're going to do that. The other side is this, so you can either use the card this way or you can use the card this way. Got it? I'm using it this way. Okay, so now we're gonna grab, these are the other parts. You will have these two pieces, you will have this. So one will be layered on here. This will be the inside. Then you'll have scraps. Why do I have scrap too? And then you have your little sentiment and a scrap there. And this is for the inside. And these you will have to cut. The easy part will be to glue these down. So this is the other pattern of the paper. And we're gonna glue it to here. Let me do it this way. Like that. Just because I had that, I wanna hide it. I wanna trim this, voila. Okay, put this one right there. Love card we'll have to make. Which one you're talking about, Sharon? The one that I just finished? That is a cutie patootie card. It's a very fun fold, okay? So we have this. There we go. We have that, okay? Now, we gotta do some stamping. We gotta do some stamping on here, on here, and on here, and on here, okay? So these two have a different size. This is for the inside, okay? So set it aside. Let's do the front. Let me clean. Did I clean my big stamp? I think I did, right? Yes. So I am going to grab my memento that I had in front of me. Oh, memento, oh, memento. Am I blind or what? I need memento ink that I had. Okay, I gotta focus. Yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna ink the nativity in memento. You could even do secrecy if you want to. I don't think it matters. Okay. And we are stamping it on here. Is this the correct one? Yeah. So, oh, I need to tilt it so it stays in. You gotta tilt it a bit so you stamp it all in. Voila. Okay. Then I can set that aside. Then I'm taking crumb cake and the large star that I probably need to, no, I cleaned it. I'm gonna grab this and stamp it right there. Okay? Like that. Well, I have, let's set this aside. Let's work on this. Close it for a minute so we don't make a mess. Then I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna grab my manger. Okay, and now I'm gonna grab my memento. Let's see. Okay, and I'm gonna stamp my manger down here like that. Then while I have my memento out, we're gonna grab the sentiment that says, "For unto us a child is born." And let's clean it, Monica. There. This one will be stamped down here. Like that, okay? Then I'm taking my crumb cake and the small stars. Let's move everything away. And I'm going to stamp off. Let me see here. And I'm going to kind of fill in here. It's very subtle. Okay, I wanted to do it like that. And I'm going to lift it and show it to you after I clean this stamp. Okay. So very subtle, like that. So now, what I'm going to do to this image, I'm going to grab, and to both of them, because we're, oh, I forgot. We need to stamp a little lamb in memento. This one I will have to color and fussy cut, so bear with me. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment right here that says, "O come, let's adore him." And this little tiny little thing here that is cut to size. Voila. Okay, now let's color. I've done all the stamping. Let's put everything away. Obviously, you have your envelopes. You can stamp your envelopes. You can do whatever you want. Now, I'm going to grab these colors. Let's see. I need cloud cover. I need, this is crumb cake, light and dark. I need, this is my balmy blue. I need pecan pie. I'm using ivory for the faces. What else am I using? Oh yeah. Why do I have so many in here? I don't know. I'm using light lemon lolly, and this is the other cloud cover. Okay, so let's do the lamp, and I'm gonna do it with my light crumb cake, and this will be nice and easy and fast. Yep, nice and easy and fast. Okay, and if you want to add a little touch here, like that. So this is done. Let's put it there. Now let's grab light lemon lolly, and I'm gonna go, this should be already dry, because you know when you're using a yellow color on memento or black, you need to let it dry very well, otherwise it will smudge. Okay, so I'm coloring here the hay, and then I'm grabbing my light. Did I do light or dark? Is this light or dark? Let me try. I'm gonna do light just because. Okay. There, simple and easy. So the inside is done. Let me touch up here a bit and here a bit. And here we go. Okay, so this is the inside, like that, and I'm gonna grab it, and while I can, I'm going to glue it to the inside of my card. So this part is done. Okay, voila. Let's grab all of this. What did I do? So I'm gonna go with dark crumb cake, and I'm gonna color this part. Like that. I'm gonna get ivory. This is my ivory, yes. I'm gonna color the faces. Whoops. Let me use this part that is a little bit lighter. Okay. Let me do hands, and then I have a marker, a black marker. I'm gonna draw eyes and mouth, just because. But you can use it, leave it like that if you like to, okay? Is that all? Oh, I need to do his neck, and I need to do her neck. And the baby Jesus face. And I think I'm done. Yes, this part is done. Now, I need light crumb cake and do hair and beard. There. And then do it here as well. But I can go faster with this. Then we're gonna give her a little bit of Okay. And here. Okay, and I'm gonna go, I think I did this part as well. Down here. I guess I'm relaxing a bit after this day of mess. And then I'm gonna grab light pecan pie and do the rest of this. Okay. Yeah, I did it all. Yes, it did it all like that. And let me color. I love blends because they're forgiving. Really forgiving. For somebody that is not a very good colorer. Be careful here. There. And then where else? I think we're good. Are we good? Oh, this part. It should be, yeah, part of that. And I messed up, but I cannot find my white. Here. I'm gonna correct this if I can. Take some color off. Look at that. There. You never know. See? Now, this is gonna be the baby. It's gonna be in light balmy blue, just because it reminded me of the blankie. Okay. And then we're almost there. Just need to fussy cut. This is almost done. There, so a little bit there, a little bit extra there, to give it an extra touch. Okay, and now we're gonna go light cloud cover for Mary's. And I'm gonna go right here. Do you see what a difference? The cloud cover with the rest of the blue. Love it. Gonna go here. Just do the contour and then go with the brush. To go faster. To go faster. Okay. That is done, done, done. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the dark and add here, here, a little bit there, and just go and give it a tiny bit of shading, and we're good. Now, let's see if I can do draw eyes the nice way. Eyes, and a little mouth. Okay, this is done, but it's not over yet. I'm not done, what I mean. We're gonna grab, this is the extra touch that I did on my card, just because. Are they about done with work? No, Sharon, no. Okay, I'm grabbing this, and while I'm doing this, I'm gonna talk. So I'm grabbing this, and I'm gonna apply a light touch of crumb cake, just to give it a bit of, okay, because I didn't want it to be so stark white and go around. So what they have done so far is ceramic on my laundry room and 2 bathrooms, and refaced my fireplace. Also because I was, taking the opportunity of doing some upgrade while they're making a mess, right? Tomorrow, they're gonna come in and put the grout. So this part is done. They're gonna come in and put the grout. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yes. And then on Friday, they're gonna rip all the wood. So you've been into my house, right? If you remember, I have wood throughout, engineer wood throughout my living room, kitchen, my whole entire floor, the living area, right? So they're tearing that one up and putting it down. So they said they're going to be done tomorrow or Friday. And my big room downstairs. Then they're going to give me the weekend so I can empty where I'm at right now, where I have everything. And Edie has been here, and Denise as well. So I'm going to empty the side where I craft myself during the weekend, and then they're going to come down here and finish it all, because has to be all continuous. They're going to do the big room where I teach my classes first, so that I can move everything in there in order for them to do my part here. And that will be done on Monday the 3rd, right? And then what they have to do is come back, paint bathrooms, set vanities, and everything else. So no, I'm not done. And I don't have any furniture. And furniture will be delivered on the 10th. And at the time, I'll be gone. So my husband will have to do it. Accept everything. And when I get back, hopefully that will be it. But before I leave, I need to clean. Because, even if they clean, it's never clean. All the dust. I'm going to wash the floors and get everything else. But the positive thing is that, yay, I get my laundry back so I can do laundry. I have piles of laundry. So Friday, they'll put everything, my laundry room back. Yay. Then when I'm done, then I'll probably do a video of everything so you guys can see what the result is. And you've seen the mess during the work, and it's like, oh boy. Okay. Will be so nice when it's complete. Yes. Yes. But it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Okay, let me put one dimensional behind this little fella here, and let's assemble this card. He's gonna be right there. Look at that. And then O Come Let's Adore Him. It's gonna be right here. 2 dimensionals, and then we're going to be assembling this. So she is there. I wanted the how would you call it, the contrast of the sentiment with the rest of this. Okay, so how are we going to put this card together? First of all, we have this. Okay, we're going to put this one down. Okay, this is 5.5. I'm gonna put it, did I put it in the middle? Kind of down here. Guess what? We're just gonna put adhesive in the back of this. Okay, so pretty much I'm gonna use liquid glue. Okay, because I only need it on this side, because I want this to be able to open, right? And it has to be flush left to right and straight possibly. Is it straight, Monica? Looks like it to me, but obviously it might not be. Just look on this side, flip it over. Let me see. It's hard for me to see. I don't think it's straight. Now it is. Now, I'm going to put a bunch of adhesive here. I'm going to take some ribbon. I'm going to take it and fold it. So measure this and this, fold it in half. And we're going to cut. So instruction don't have how much. You can just do whatever you want, okay? And this is gonna go like this, and like this, and like this. Then you can always trim it, okay? Now, I can glue this here, centered, but only on this side, okay? I can put a bunch of dimensionals in here. So I'm gonna do 1, 2. I'm not gonna go too far out there, and I can do this so that stays put, okay? And I'm gonna do the same here, not going too much down, because this is it, right? This is it. So now I can take all of these off. You could have done a belly band if you wanted to, but I wanted to do something a little different. And now let's put this one straight and centered for as much as we can, and press. And now I'm going to trim this and this right there, okay? So this is how it gets open there. And now we are going to put a few embellishments, and we're done. We are done. One right there, because we want there. We want one here. We want one. We're gonna go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oops, sorry. Now I'm going to grab my embellishments that are right in front of me, and we're going to grab a pinch and grab this. Whoops. This is gonna go in the middle. There. Straight. Okay. Then whichever is gonna come up, I'm gonna put down. That's gonna be there. Then let's go with this one. This U-Pick tool is so cool. Let's do medium up there. And then this little fella down here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put more if you want to. And we are done. Done, 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 done. So let me do the recap of all the cards that you can get in this class. Registration closes on Sunday, November 2nd already. Oh my golly. Okay, so this is one card. Where's the other fun fold? So 2 fun folds. Then we have this. We have this. And we have this. What do you all think? Okay, so this is the class. This is my Stamp a Stack. As you can see, there's very little in this one. Very simple. Just Stampin' Fussy. Stampin' Color a bit. No coloring. No coloring. And this a little bit of a coloring. Okay, remember this to be your packet. This is for somebody that needs to pick it up, but that already signed up. But if you want to sign up, you get half a pack of the designer series paper, a quarter of a sheet, and I will do the die cutting of the arch and this. The rest you will cut on your own, everything, because it's a straight cut, but this one I will do it. And then you have the ribbon and all the supplies right there. You will do your own cutting. I showed you how to do the cutting for this. Remember this fun fold? I am not cutting it for you. I just give you the full card front. You just do that. And this is the other. Isn't this cutie patootie? Okay, so thank you so much. This is the A Child is Born Stamp a Stack, Christmas Stamp a Stack. This is my 3rd in the series, and the next one I will be using the Gingerbread Man. And as I said, I won't be able to do the class in person even in November because of everything that is happening, because even if they're done, I still need to put stuff back together. So you are more than welcome to register for the class, get it to go. The only thing that you have to do is having the stamp set or bundle that I'm using, and you get directions and everything. Okay, so that is all for now. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. What else do I need to remind you? Please, 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 don't let it go by. And if you're a Happy Discount shopper watching, share this with your friends. You never know who's going to take you up on it, and then they might be like, wow, why did I wait so long? Okay, that is all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.